I did not commit the crime, and therefore do not jail me. Where do you often hear this statement? In Gold Coast, Ghana, account has it that it started from here. The Western legal system that we are practicing today, established by the naval officers at the time when some pirates were apprehended. Cases were adjudicated here. So later, one Captain George McLean, one of the 4 graves at the court here, continued with the court system here, and eventually they named the area after him as McLean's Hall. He ensured that the tunnel that we're going to see any moment from now was blocked off both sides to tell the whole world that the English had finally put to an end human trafficking, at least in the West African sub-region, including Gold Coast. McLean, a Scottish, spent 17 years in a castle and died of malaria attack. But when he was on duty, the wife, Letitia Elizabeth London, buried beside him, came here to say, "Hello, my dear husband, I have missed you." Only for Letitia to realize that McLean had another woman to his side in the castle. So Letitia, unable to reach the husband at will, exactly 8 weeks upon her arrival, she was found dead in that room. Later we'll pass by. Around her was a cup of liquid taken by the maid, Emily. So already you know that there were doctors here. We took it to the lab and it was poison. So first group said Letitia poisoned herself out of jealousy, because when she came, McLean, the husband, was not giving her the needed attention. Another school of thought said no. Ellen might have connived with McLean to eliminate Letitia so they can continue with their romance. Third group said, do not rule out malaria or yellow fever at all, since it was common. You remember very well that at a point in time, the same Europeans named the west coast of Africa as a white man's graveyard. It meant when they come, they don't live longer. 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, both dead. Yet they kept pushing, they kept coming. What was the motivation? Gold, greed, gold, and other resources. England today has gold resources more than any other country in the world. Yet they don't mine enough gold. Just a minute of it that they mine. Where did they get the gold from? So when the Manchester group, Liverpool group, merchant were doing the buying, once you were bought by the Manchester group, branding goes by M. If it were Liverpool, L. So my brother Kwame, if they are playing football on the field of today, today, and you saw them, the rivalry so intense, it didn't start today. Centuries ago, that was what the two were doing here. It's just that it has transcended to the football field. Court room. Let's go to the bedroom now.